Skipping class with the progress report.
The progress report.
What's going on? It's your girl Lala Shepherd. This is a new episode of Skipping Class presented by the Progress Report. I got Pimpin' Caprice in the building, aka Mr. Talk That Shit. How you doing today?
All right, just steady talking that shit, man.
Damn right. So let me know, what all do you do?
Man, I do it all. You feel? But right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm just basically being the voice of the people that are afraid to say what's on their mind because, you know, of fear of how they peers and their family is going to take it. You know what I'm saying? So some people are like, man, well, I think this, but I can't say it because so-and-so going to look at me funny. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the situation, man, I got you. I'm going to tell you what needs to be said. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about no backlash, no cancel culture, no none of that, man.
Okay.
You feel me?
So before that, though, you was doing music.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, at what point did you get into music?
I got into music when I was young. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really serious about it when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? But I got into it, started writing my own shit as a teenager. You feel me? But I didn't get really serious. I think I dropped my first album in 2010, maybe something like that, around that area, right? Early 2000s.
Okay.
You feel me?
So who was some influences for you growing up?
I'm a Bay Area nigga, so it's like,
sure.
you know what I'm saying? You got the 40s, you
40
got
Waters.
You feel me? I was listening to Sibo, you know what I'm saying? I was listening to some shit from the other side too, the LA, so like, you know, DJ Quick and shit like that.
Hell yeah.
You know, I fuck with Show, Sugar Free, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. That's what's up, man. And of course, speaking of 40 Waters, man, I know you had this viral clip going around.
Yeah.
So we got to address that, man.
The thing about that is this. You can put anything on the internet and they gonna believe it without knowing the full context of the situation.
Facts.
So, and you have to be a strong individual not to reply to everything that's being said and understand that people that are seeing your content and
100%.
listening to you, they have a right to say what they want to say
100%.
and feel how they want to feel.
Sure.
But when you know the truth, you can just sit back and read the comments and just laugh like, man, if this fool only knew how long ago this situation was or what was really behind the situation, you dig what I'm saying? You can better understand it because, like, I've tried and it's like, man, I can't respond to this. Man, this dude sounds stupid. It was only one person I actually responded to and told him what it was.
Well, tell us, what was it?
Okay,
when did it happen?
So, this thing happened a good 14 years ago.
Okay,
at the beginning of my career,
Got
you know what I'm saying? I was supposed to get a song with Bobby Valentino, but Bobby Valentino, he went and ended up selling the beat and the record to somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Behind me and my people's back. You feel me? So I was like, okay. So at this point in time, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put my money in and get a nice little record. You feel me? 40 was popping. 40 always been popping. Let's just keep it, you know what I'm saying? 40 always been popping, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, it was a situation where I have a song with 40 and his relatives, Turf Talk, right? So we worked out a number, and the number was supposed to involve the video. I was supposed to get a video for this amount of price. I took it on myself. I was like, no, I'm not paying this price for your video. You can keep that video. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I'm not as knowledgeable as I am now, and don't expect nothing from these niggas now.
For sure.
You feel me? But back then, I was like, man, it just kind of, I gave man all this money and as many features he do. He probably don't remember this shit. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna keep it 100. You feel me? But it was like, man, motherfucker ain't even post a song or do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, it's not his job. And like people in the comments like, man, well, you didn't pay for promo, you paid for the feature. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. And I know that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at the aspect, okay, you know what I'm saying? It's your music too. Even though you did a feature for somebody, because that's how I am. If you book me for a feature, right, I'm just going to keep it 100 with you, and I'm going to post the damn song or the video because I'm in there too. That's my music too. I might not do it every day. I might not only do it but one time.
Yeah.
That's just, you know what I'm saying? So, like I say now, if you don't pay for the promo, you ain't gonna get the promo. Don't expect nobody to do something by just expecting it, because once you expect things, you're gonna become very disappointed. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you live and you learn. You know what I mean? It's trial and error, especially with the music. You're gonna waste so much money with this music game before you get to the bag. It's ridiculous. You'll spend 10,000 before you make 100.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got so many sharks in the music business that's trying to beat you for your money. You trying to weed out who is who, and you so trying to get on and get your music popping. You paying anybody and everybody and getting scammed by the half of them.
So question, okay, how much did you pay for that feature? And then also too, if the song was recorded back then, what social media platforms was popping at the time for him to even post though?
We had, this was, what I say, 2010?
Yeah.
We had shit.
I'm trying to think, like, what was the thing? Was it Facebook?
Yeah, it was probably Facebook around that time.
Nah, not that. Not that long ago. But I'm saying, like, okay,
MySpace was fading out. You know what I'm saying? It was back then. You know what I'm saying? Back then I gave
Twitter?
I gave like 3,500.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I did like 3,500. You feel me? Because
Yeah.
it was an inside little situation. You
got
feel
you.
me? And it is what it is.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
I
I was
think-
just blessed to be able to, you know what I'm saying? We had that situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I
absolutely.
took advantage of it. I'm like, okay, cool, man. Whoop, whoop. You know what I'm saying? But, it taught me a lesson. I didn't take that as no loss.
Absolutely.
It taught me a lesson to where I don't care who the artist is. You have to look at it this way. Why pay, especially in the beginning of any career situation, why pay anybody for anything if you are not going to make that back or even close to it, or that's an investment.
Of course.
Just like when people shoot videos. It's all, to me, it's all in the editing. So when you tell me you shoot videos, let me see your editing. Because anybody can sit up a camera, move with the camera, do this, that, and the third with the camera. But once it's done, what you gonna do with it? I need that edit to be right. So that's how I judge. This person could charge $300 and his editing is dope. But this one over here, he charging 1,000, and it's okay. But you charging 1,000 because of the people that you didn't record it. I don't care about who you didn't shot videos for. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I care about the quality of your video, of your work.
I dig it, man. And you know, some of the comments, people was like, "Why E40?" But E40 is a legend, and you grew up in the Bay
exactly,
Area.
and at this time,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It was a good move.
I mean, of course, absolutely.
You know?
So for you, talk about growing up in the Bay Area. What was that like for you?
Oh man, it was fun.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? It was fun. It goes back to the days of non-social media, of it actual conversation and contact, and you have to physically engage. If you want to hook up with somebody somewhere else, you got to hop on that plane and land where they at and network with them. You dig what
that's
I'm saying?
facts.
So it's a lot easier for the people now to do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm way out in Cali. Y'all in here in the A.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for the social media networking, we would have never came across each other.
I dig it.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to use it just as a tool in your toolbox, but just don't overuse it to where it's like you addicted to this shit and it's just taking over your whole life.
Nah, I got you. So what was your thoughts on the Kendrick recent pop-up shop? You know, just putting on for Cali, and just, that was dope to me.
No, yeah, it was always good when you see people come together in unity and not violence.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you coming into unity after a non-act of violence.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? For Black people as a whole, you know, we need to start coming together instead of separating because of where our demographics is, what we're doing. They too light, I don't mess with them piss colored people, or I don't mess with them dark folks. You know what I'm saying? You got to come together as one, and you got to build as one. But you also have to understand that there's a difference. It's a fine line between a nigga and a Black person. It's that mentality. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, you got Black people, Black colored people that is niggas. But niggas don't have the mind of a Black person because they thinking different. You know what I'm saying? They Black people are looking at the bigger picture. A nigga is stuck in his tunnel vision. He don't see nothing outside his neighborhood, outside his path, what he's on. He can't open and entertain to new opportunities and new things. You dig what I'm saying? So the training the thought is just one-sided. You know what I mean? So it's always good. Like I say, when people can come together in unity, man, that's always a plus.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And you know, for somebody that's, you know, from the Bay Area, could you describe from your perspective, what's the difference in sound from the different parts of Cali?
Producers,
Okay.
the way they doing their beats and the flows. I've always related to the South, the Southern region,
Okay.
because of my flow. You dig what I'm saying? And both my parents was from the South.
Gotcha.
So I've always felt that I have some, you know what I'm saying, something relatable. You feel me, to the Southern area. You feel what I'm saying?
Got you.
And so that's why I keep, you know, coming, you know, out this way. You feel me?
Nah, respect.
To move around.
Hell yeah, and I respect that, man. Bay Area tapping in, Atlanta, the Progress
we always been locked in, man. The Bay and the
That's
H
true.
been locked in, man.
Too short.
You feel me? Yeah, always, man.
Yeah.
With Little John and
Yep.
them, and you
Facts,
know what I'm saying?
facts.
So, yeah.
And you know, that's why I always respected E42. Like that nigga definitely was tapping in with different regions. You know, I love
stayed
that.
out here back in the day, you
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I respect it, man. So I wanted to ask you what your name, Pimpin' Caprice.
Pimpin' Caprice, right.
Were you a pimp before, or it's just
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Once it's in you, it's always in you.
okay?
You feel
Period.
me? You know.
Damn right, it's always in you. Yeah.
you just gotta know how to use the game from the game on other things that you do. You know what I'm saying? Because unless you plan to be in the game forever, you know what I'm saying, and just die in the game,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, you still got the game that you had to move on. Just like a person selling dope, they stacking their bread to go open up this business. They don't sell dope no more.
Right.
They still know how to do it and move scale and this and that and the third.
Yep.
But that's not what they doing. They taking this D-boy game and doing this or that with. That's like Master P. You feel me? He didn't make this independent music. Him 40 Shorter made this independent, you know what I'm saying, dope boy shit. You know what I'm saying? They pushing these CDs like they was pushing that dope.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? You just gotta know how to use it and capitalize on what you got.
I dig it, man. Well, that's what's up. Okay. So I want to get into you know, Mr. Talk that part, that aspect of you. Like, you know, I know it's important, you know, for you to give back, but why was it important for you to use your voice in that space? And break it down exactly what it is too.
It's like this, man. The game made Pimpin' Caprice. My mama made Mr. Talk That Shit.
Got you.
I was always an opinionated individual, and I always have said what I had to say and never care how a person took it. I'm not a disrespectful individual, but you may take what I say out of context. And I can't help that.
Yeah.
I can't control how you interpret what I say. You know what I'm saying? But I feel that in this day and age that we living in, it's a need to speak up. It's too many people letting stuff slide
I hear you.
and accepting of bullshit.
I hear you.
That's why it keeps going on. If we make a decision to accept the bullshit, we become a part of the bullshit.
Give me a current event topic in which you mean that, like something that we all know that you kind of referring to.
Just in general, you know what I'm saying? Just basically, if we know something is wrong and not right, it's okay to say, hey, that's not cool.
Yeah, I
It's
got
okay to back away from that situation and say what you got to say. Yeah, the masses might not agree with you. You dig what I'm saying? But as long as you feel that something is okay, we'll take it, for instance, I'll just throw something out there that I recently came across. Say you have a female and she's having kids. She just keeps having kids. You got a baby daddy that ain't about nothing. You dig what I'm saying? And you keep asking people for help. Now, after you had your first kid, okay, cool, you're a young mom, need your assistance. After you had your second kid, you know, you start to be like, okay, well, where's the baby fathers? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Once that third kid come, you need to reevaluate your situation. Also, the people that you're steady asking for help and assistance need to reevaluate their situation, because as long as they keep giving you, they're making you feel that it's okay that you keep having these kids and being dependent on them. You need to stop and say, no, I'm not going to help you anymore. You laid up with these men that you knew wasn't about nothing, and had these kids. And ladies, instead of blaming the man for not being there or being a deadbeat baby daddy, you got to take a look at yourself and understand there's also deadbeat baby mamas. Even if you do have your kids and in the picture, as long as you're dependent on the government, the county, your mama, your friends to take care of you and your children, you're deadbeat just as much as he is. Because you're not standing on your own, going out there working your 2 jobs that you need to do, or going to school, taking something that's going to better yourself for you and your children to get out that rut. Stop being dependent. Stop blaming people for your situations, because didn't nobody make you lay up with those dudes and have those babies? Didn't nobody force you to have unprotected sex? So when you make those decisions on your own, don't come over here looking for us to bail you out.
I feel you.
And have your back.
I dig it.
So it's time to say something. Hey, that ain't cool. I'm done with that. You on your own now, because they ain't never gonna learn until they get on their own.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Are you a father?
Yeah, I got 3 kids.
Girls, guys?
All boys.
All boys.
Right.
Okay.
So I don't have a problem with putting your ass out and making you stand up on your own and do what you do, because that's my part, is to turn you into a man.
Absolutely.
And men figure things out. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna teach you what I gotta teach you. It's up to you to be receptive.
Right.
And listen to it and use it. Yeah, I was hard-headed, boy, my damn self. That's why I got to a lot of trouble and faced a lot of situations that I faced and went through, because I didn't listen to my father when he was trying to tell me something. You know what I'm saying? But some people is like that. You got to learn on your own, but you're not about to stress me out.
Yeah.
Because of your situations and your problems. Boy, go handle that.
Period.
You do?
And I want you to talk about, just the importance of mental health. I know you did a video on that I commented on. I thought that was dope.
I'm really big on mental health. And it's a problem that a lot of our people still don't believe in mental health.
Facts.
Still don't believe that there's a problem. They want to pass it off as being lazy.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Your brain is the strongest muscle in your body. And your brain too can become sick like your physical body.
Absolutely.
So once you become sick, that's when you need that medication, that help. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a problem telling the doctor or telling your mom or your friend, oh man, I don't feel well today. My stomach hurting. I got a cold. You know what I'm saying? You tell them motherfucker, man, don't come over here. I got COVID.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid or say, hey, I'm not feeling good in the head today.
100%.
That's okay. But it gets worse when you don't acknowledge it.
Absolutely.
When you don't see there's a problem. The first part of recovery is acknowledging that you have a problem.
Facts.
We all go through it. We all suffer mental health issues and you don't even know it. When you stressing over work, you stressing over your kids, you stressing over your financial instabilities. That causes your brain to become sick.
Facts.
You dig what I'm saying? And medication ain't always the key.
For sure.
Sometimes just having that conversation with somebody, having somebody to talk to, whether it's a doctor, whether it's a friend, somebody that you trust that you can talk to get some form of advice or whatever. You have to keep a line of communication open with somebody.
Agreed.
And you might not like what they got to tell you, but just listen to it, take it in, reevaluate the situation, and I bet you find it helpful.
Facts.
You know?
I respect that, man. I think, it's important to see Black people talking about things because, you just never know who looking up to you and watching your page and just looking at whatever, So I think if more people saw people that look like them talking about these topics.
Right. Real issues that we face and deal with.
Nah, definitely.
You know
I totally respect that transition from, artists to Mr. Talk That Shit.
Right.
So, our platform is called the Progress Report. Our keyword is progress. So, what does our keyword progress mean to you?
You got to keep going. You got to keep rising to the top. You have to set yourself a goal. First, you got to understand when they say there's no limit, there's really no limit because you can always go higher and higher and higher. When you look outside in the sky, the dimensions of going up is astronomical. So there is actually no limit to the plateau that you can reach. So the progress, you got to keep progressing with yourself, with your craft, with your mentality, everything. You have to keep progressing, because if you don't, you're going to be stagnant and still. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get nowhere.
100%.
You know?
Definitely, man. I appreciate you. You know what I mean?
Man,
Putting some gems on us, dropping some gems today, man. And like I said, I love what you got going on. I love the branding too. So
I appreciate it.
Big respect, man. Let them know your social media. Where can they find you at?
Instagram, man, at the real Mr. Talk That Shit. Facebook, Talk That Shit Radio. TikTok, Talk That Shit Radio.
Okay.
I got MrTalkThatShit.com. I got the merch. You can tap in. Best way to hit me is the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You know, jump in my inbox, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be shy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like, man, what you doing? I manage my own shit.
I got you.
You feel me? So you gonna get me. You feel me? So yeah, man.
Respect, man. For sure.
The Progress Report.